That's lame. Hello, 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 everyone. Welcome to the stream Wacky Wednesday. What's happening, everybody? It is, wow, is it a nice day today? Trying to see, I had this all, I mean, it's still set up nice, but I get a glare no matter what I block out over there. I got a stinking glare. So a glare will be, there's no shrimp here right now because I went and got a food that I talk about a lot. uh, I needed it, I wanted it again, so I went and got it. uh, I'll just wait a little bit to show everybody, but that's what I want to, that's why I didn't put anything in here, and that's why there's nothing in here, so we could see the fast response on this food. But it's the Bug Bites, but this one is the Pleco formula, uh, which kind of just means that it's bigger pieces. Um, the first ingredient in this and the regular Bug Bites is black soldier fly larvae. Then you have salmon, wheat, green peas, potatoes. I don't know pleco or shrimp that eats potatoes or green peas or wheat, but salmon and fly larvae, alfalfa. I'm not a scientist, so when it gets biotin, niacin, and zinc oxide, all this stuff, I really don't. Vitamin B12 supplement, beta carotene, rosemary extract, riboflavin, vitamin A supplement, calcium, iodate. So it says guaranteed analysis: crude protein 32%, crude fat 12, crude fiber 6, moisture, ash, lysine, calcium, phosphorus, vitamin A, vitamin D, vitamin E. So I don't know. DMC, what's up? What's up? I don't know. Like I said, I don't know all the scientific stuff in this, but uh, it does say Bug Bites are specifically formulated to address the natural insect based feeding habits of fish with added vitamins, minerals, and other trace nutrients important to their health and vitality. Using a unique, sustainable cultivation process, dried black soldier fly larvae, not long known for their nutritional properties, are grown under controlled conditions as they feed off unconsumed fruits and vegetables that would otherwise go to waste. The larvae are then dried and mixed with high quality salmon, essential amino acids, and minerals to offer a nutritious daily diet. So, this is the stuff that I fed this before. Uh, um, and it's incredible. It's a good food to bring them. Like, I use that, the square food that I have. But I've been using that too much. I want to switch it up. Now I feed them bug bites, which if I read you the back of this and read you the back of bug bites, it's verbatim, word for word. But this is in a stick, like a curved stick, and it says insect larvae recipe fish food. Look, Fluval don't sponsor me, but I buy tons of Fluval stuff because I've worked with it. I've checked it out. The stuff works really, really good. But that's why I haven't fed this tank, because I want to show everybody uh, when we get a few more viewers in here. I want to show you guys what it's like, what happens, or how quick they'll respond to it. Because with the other bug bites, when I crush it up and turn it to a powder, um, it floats throughout the tank and you really don't get to see what happens to it. So, or I mean, you don't really get to see them eat it. So this way you're going to be able to. I said some, you can probably see it. I put some towels over here because I hung them with my earth magnets because it seemed like I was getting a big glare. But like I've said before, these lights are so extremely powerful. And if I turn them down with the remote, I'll start to get flicker. Well, I might be able to turn them down a little bit. Let me see. Huh. I don't know what the deal is. I don't know. It might be because it's 9 o'clock. Let me shut them off, turn it back on. I haven't had them on all day. Or it's because I have all those boxes there. Oh, there it goes. There it goes. All right. Huh. Well, that's cool. No flicker. I'm not getting any flicker right there. All good. I'll leave them toned down like that. Hopefully it'll stay. Let me see if I touch the phone if it'll. It's probably gonna make it all blurry. Nope. But yeah, we should be able to see him eat quite well. Hold on. Yeah, there we go. That's better. I have to trick the camera at times. But yeah, I just wanted to get some people in here so they could see. Looks good on my end. Cool. Hey, Fish Tropic. Live feeding of the shrimp. Yeah. Having some coffee. I know it's 9 o'clock at night, but I just love the flavor of coffee. Not plain coffee. I put sugar and milk in it. So it's kind of like having hot cocoa or something, but I stay up kind of late anyways. They say that caffeine lasts like 4 hours. Muddy Waters, what's up, guys? Just pulled over 80 super red pleco fry from my community tank and moved them to grow out tanks. Wow, that's incredible. How's the shoulder? I took 4 naproxen. Yeah, 4 naproxen before I came down here. My elbow and shoulder's been aching. Went and got some the expensive allergy meds so I stopped coughing and grunting so much and my nose, eyes running. I got really bad allergies. When I cut the grass, it's like I feel myself gasping for air because, but that's like my favorite thing to do. I'm just going to have to get a mask or something. 80 super red plecos. Super red plecos they're really getting up there in price. What's costing a lot are the long fin super red plecos from Germany. I mean, you're talking, I talked to a guy who's got over $60,000 worth of plecos, and he said that almost all longfin super red plecos they have German blood in them somehow, because they've been bred so much, and sold and bred and sold and bred. But he's got some, and I said, how much are they? He said, just for little babies, they're $35 because a friend of mine wanted some because I breed regular bristlenose, common and the albinos. And I said, well, he wants grown up so he could start breeding them. He said, well, then add a zero to that. I said, you're kidding me. He said, nope, add a zero to that for a grown up. So $350 for an adult, uh, that's old enough to breed. So, I mean, that's how crazy those super reds are. Over here, regular bristle nose are $5, and albinos go for $9 to $10. Yeah, but still, even though they're short fins, I mean, you can't go wrong with them. If I had them, I'd breed them. I mean, like I said, I don't know what it is. I breed everything. It just breeds. Like my super red Severums, the babies are all swimming over there. I just fed them before I came over here. They're all out of their yolk sacs now. I probably got, I don't know, 40 or more on this first batch that finally hatched. So, and those go for a good, pretty penny at the store. I'll be able to get for them. So, but yeah, plecos are nice. Like I said, I probably got 300 or more in a 20 long growing them out. So, gave them a buttload of French cut green beans last night, and I gave him a handful of this Pleco bug bites. But that's I know there's only a few of us here, but I'm gonna put some in there. But that's what I went picked up today because I tell you guys about this all the time. Because I have the bug bites, but this is the Pleco stuff. And I don't know if they can't get any more in. I got lucky. I went in there and they only had like 3 bags, but it was all different stuff like goldfish food and this and that. But this is what it looks like. They're like sticks instead of it being granules. And you can, bust it up and throw it in pieces. If you break it, it might have an air bubble. You just tap it, it sinks right down. So I'll put some in here and we'll see how fast these are. These are Bloody Marys. I probably have I don't know, maybe about 100 in here. So, all right, let me put this in here. Hopefully it goes where I want it to. Nope, it did not. There we go. So let's give it a few seconds. That's the only thing. See, you get a little bit of bubbles out of it. Like when you drop it, you can like kind of throw it in there kind of hard, but in the bottom area, it's kind of tough. But I just drop it and then tap it. But we'll see how fast it takes them to come. Now, I'm not speeding that up. I don't know if that shrimp right there is running, sprinting, or what you call that, but it sure doesn't seem like he's just lollygagging, just hanging out. My buddy owns a fish store, and he said he will buy all the babies. Oh, yeah. Like I said, if I had fancy reds, I'd breed them too. I only breed these because I had them and they started breeding. And okay, that's 2. I'm not counting. I haven't timed it, but let's see how many run over to this. Running Man, yeah. That's what I'm saying. It's I started using it and they really enjoy it. It's I feed my tanks. I mean, they'll literally fight over it. Look at them coming from the back. Unless they're just hanging out. I breed everything I keep. Yeah, I try to. I try to breed every. Now look, I mean, have you ever seen shrimp run to a food like this? I mean, they're literally coming from the back of the tank. They smell it. They smell that black fly larvae in it. But like I said, I feed them the bug bites. I break it up so it powders and goes in the tank. I haven't had these pleco bites in, oh gosh, probably 4 months. I mean, the bags are, that's $10.99. So I get, the last 2 times I've gotten the bug bite, the granules. But we'll see. We'll see how many come here. I mean, you can't tell me that's not fast for. I'm going to have to remove shrimp and fish from that tank to drop the pH. Besides the blue phantoms, not yet. I breed everything I keep. Oh, blue phantoms would be nice. What's the lowest pH you ever kept a Neo? Uh, I don't 6.2. Caradina. Yeah, 6.2. Can't argue with those results. No, that's what I'm saying. It's they'll literally run. It's just everyone else doesn't. They don't know yet. So we'll see how many start running. But plus, I like this. I haven't really videoed this tank in a while. I like how black these Bloody Marys are getting. They're really nice. I got these a while ago. Yeah, 6062. Yeah, Neos. Yeah, I just pulled them all out of my Extreme Black King Con tank. I didn't even know they were in there. 42 of them, and I dripped them in the tap water, and then I sold them all. I have a breeding group of Blue Dreams and P63. Yeah, I have Neos. Like I said, they breed in whatever I keep them in. But yeah, I've had Neos that they'll literally like jump out of a tank and end up in a Caradina tank and nothing happens to them. My blues sit at 7.2 pH. Yeah, I mean, if you wanted to drop them down, you can drop it down. You can drop it, put them in Caradina water. I don't know what it is, but Neos, they don't have a problem in Caradina water. It's just, try not to mix up, Neos with tigers, because then they end up fighting for the food, because tigers are really, really aggressive. And, like they say, one type will end up overpowering the other. So you want to keep your tanks kind of, chill. So, I mean, put them with anything. I just, don't mix tigers because they are an more aggressive shrimp. TDS 160 ish. Wow, what's that about? An 8 GH, 8 or 9. I need 5 ish for Blue Phantom to breed, so I gotta watch it. Yeah, that'd be a tough one. You'd probably have to get like an ADA soil, uh, and then like put a ton of Indian almond leaves in there, put a bunch of alder cones in there, everything to get it down there and keep it down there. But they make certain substrates to go that low, so you can get them. It's just everything, you know, like they always said before when I started this, oh, don't do Caradina, just do shrimp that go in your water. Well, I'm not going to do that. That's boring. But I'm not going to, I'll raise my shrimp in the, you know, with what I have, meaning whatever I could buy at my stores without having to order it from Timbuktu. Uh, that's how I'm going to do it, and I've had great success, so, but yeah, they sell a special substrate for that. So I'm going to buy new, so is for them. Well, I'm going to buy a new yay is for them. So, oh, yeah, Blue Phantoms are cool. I almost bought a Blue Phantom a long time ago, but oh, look at that pregnant mama right there. Ooh wee. I like to see that. Said secret sauce. Said secret. Oh, look at that little AB baby in there. Woo woo woo. All right. Get it going. Get it going. Yeah, and then you could see the different um the different time periods that the shrimp are born. Because then you see the next size up. You see the little itty bitty one in the gravel. Then you see the next size up. They're red, and then you see the older ones. They're really dark red. But see, that's what I try to say is all my shrimp. You know, I mean, they all grow at the same speed due to how I feed them now instead of putting just a chunk of food in there like I did here. But I mean, look how many shrimp, and they just keep coming. You can see them all the way in the background, because that food's breaking up some now. And I don't mind it because it doesn't cloud the water, but it breaks up like that so other shrimp can also eat. But look, those are just really good quality, high quality shrimp. They're just on a black substrate, black gravel. Uh, yeah, 40 breeder. The breeders are really nice. I need a few good caves. Uh, just DIY. I made my own. Being a carpenter, I do tile work, and I just cut some tile on a tile saw. Used the shrimp tank silicone and siliconed them together, and that's what is all in my tanks. And my pleco just keeps going in them constantly. But I have a lot. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I probably have 10 or 11 caves in there for one male, one big male. The other one's a long fin calico, but the big one, yeah, I have a lot. So he's comfortable and going wherever he wants. But he'll be all the way up top, like 10 inches up on a real high one, and a female just go up there and hop and go right in there, and he follows right behind her. So it's pretty cool. Yeah, I have a watering spike. He actually laid his eggs in a watering spike this last time that I just dumped it out. Yeah, you don't have to do it like that, Fish Tropic. I'm just saying if you had a tile saw, or your friend's got a tile saw, or you know, maybe you can get, I don't know, get them cut or something up at your hardware. Maybe, yeah, I might order some of those. The water spikes actually work. Like I said, my big bristle nose. I just pulled the water spike out so I could, get the plecos out of it. So, uh, because when I moved the 120 from where it was to where its final resting place now, the pleco caves are a little different than what they were. They're mostly facing forward, so I'm gonna go change them probably tomorrow. Uh, and so they're kind of back to the way he liked them when it wasn't facing to the front, to the side. And he would literally go in that cave every single time and have the babies in there. Well, now that I moved it in their way, he went in the water. He went, yeah, in the water spike this time. So it was pretty cool. Detroit, when you get a chance, can you show the Severums if you want? Then the little baby Severums. When I do find some with the tile saw, I will make caves for sure. Yeah, I mean, just get your basic sizes down. You know, just make a mental note. Okay, I want my sides this high. I want it this deep. The back, blah blah blah, and just tell them I need, you know, 10 at this size, 10 at this size, 10, and just have them chop them up really quick, and you'll be good to go. Yeah, you can rent a saw at Home Depot. Yeah, it's probably about, I don't know, 15, $20 a day or something. Go home, use it for about 4 hours, cut your pieces, take it back. Yeah, the little guy. All right. Well, I'll wait a little bit. I could take it over there, but the phone's on Wi-Fi, connected to the computer through this. So I don't know how far I can go away from it before it'll cut out from the computer. So, because I know I tried it before, but my computer and everything before was on Wi-Fi. It's not now. So maybe because it's over there. It's way over there. They're in a 5-gallon. But yeah, I should be able to. We will give it a try. So yeah, that's not a that little shrimp right in the back of that one adult. So that's what I'm saying. It's a good turnout for a food day. Whenever, no hurry. Okay. Yeah, it's not bad for bug bites. That's what I'm saying. They'll show up and they go to town. Boy, look at that one. Boy, some of them are so dark like blood red. I mean, Bloody Mary is the good name. But I tend to find that if you just look, because this tank has a lot of tannins in it due to the piece of wood, or it's a big, huge piece of cholla wood. If I did a video a while ago. Me and Luke built this tank, and I put a big, huge piece of cholla wood in it. But it wasn't like the little ones you buy at the store. It's like, right off the bush or tree or whatever you call it. And so there's, it's not really hollow in the center, so it leaks a lot of tannins. Well, I cut a bunch of it out because it was just, I mean, it was taking up too much room in the tank with all the moss and stuff. And I do water changes, and it just continues, because there's leaves in here, Indian almond leaves and stuff, and it just tannins the water up like you wouldn't believe. So I don't fight it, but the reason I said that is if you just looking at a tank, you look and go, oh, wow, okay, they're all, darn near close to the same color. It's just when you get down to when I do this, or if I put my macro lens on it and turn it on, you can see, I mean, shrimp that you can call, but, and see those bloody red ones right there. And it's like, I mean, you'd be just a master caller at that time, but it's like, how far do you actually go, Because like I said, from a foot away from the tank, I mean, they all look great. You can tell some are way darker, but not, like I said, not until you get up way close like this can you tell that some are a little lighter. Pumpkin King in the house. What's up, yo? Got some pleco bug bites going on. How about them Bloody Marys? Yes, sir. Yep, what? Yes, sir. A little bloody on the Mary. Can we get some celery and some salt? But yeah, look at that. Some of them are just so dark. Now, I'm not saying anyone else's aren't like this, but I got these from a guy a long time ago. And he's, he bred them. It was like his special thing. So I bought them off of him probably, a year and a half ago. And he picks out those super dark bloody ones and sells them as high grade Bloody Marys. So, um, I guess there's a demand for them, but I don't. I just give you a scoop. I was trying to tell somebody the other day, I don't really, it depends, but I don't have the room to separate real high grade from like a lower grade. So that's why I always say that when I sell you shrimp, you know, there's a good chance you'll get a real high grade or a few high grades and, whatever, because I just scoop it out. Whatever you get, you get. I don't pick and choose unless you want, you know, females or something, stuff like that. I might be able to do if I'm not too busy, but, I try to give everybody some of everything. So, you don't have to worry about having a ton of money to buy expensive shrimp. You can, it's kind of like a potluck. Stick your hand in and, you know, start pulling out and see what you get, and if you get some high grades, good. If not, that the shrimp produce the really high grade, so just give it some time and cull them, and you'll get those bloody, bloody ones right there. So I mean, look, they look like they're rolling in the mud. They're so black. So we all know you have the best LL. Well, at least all of us that gave ordered them from you. Yeah. For the price, you can't complain, though. Very fair, in my opinion. I need a bunch of female dreams. I got a bunch of female blue dreams. But with females, you gotta take males too. I mean, you can't buy all the females, and then I got a sausage party, and because a tank full, tank that has more males than females, then it stresses the females out. So, uh, I'll sell females, but I mean, that's why usually I just, reach in and start scooping shrimp out, and I don't pay attention to, really to what I'm scooping. But I mean, if it's something that really want, then I'll pull certain stuff out, but yeah, I don't want a big old sausage fest. I don't know jackpot shrimp, but I'm learning why I'm here. Well, that's good. I'm glad you're here. Hey, sausage fest, yeah. It's true. Still pondering those orange/tangerine tigers, but not in a hurry. Yeah, the tangerine tigers, they're kind of a bulletproof shrimp. That's why people ask, what's the best for a beginner? Tangerine tigers are a great one. They're super, super hardy. They're super strong. And, they're just a great all around shrimp. Yes, sir. The Blue Dreams are amazing. Yes, yes, they are. I do like them, but they do like the bug bites. I went and got the Pleco stuff today, last bag. They didn't even have the granules, so I don't know if they can't order the stuff anymore. Probably not. But I went in there for this, and it was the last bag, and I do not know anyone else. Oh wait, maybe Petco, but I don't like to go. Like today, I went to the store and I installed when I bought the house. I had a GFI plug out on the front porch, and it's got one on the back of the house. Well, the one on the back of the house, on the inside, for some reason, they cut the cord, stuffed it up in the joist up there, and left it. It's never ever worked. So we've never had a plug on the back of the house, and I have to run an extension cord from the garage to the pool and stuff. So today I rewired everything. The GFI's all in the laundry room and everything, but I went to the hardware store instead of Ace, so I don't give them my money, and I spent more at the hardware store because they don't sell like five different GFI plugs from cheaper to the most expensive. The hardware store only sells the most expensive. So I bought two GFIs. They were 21 something a piece, and then I bought a little plastic pot and some potting soil to plant my Indian almond seed that I have. See if I can grow me an Indian almond tree. Um, and what else did I get? The covers, the plastic covers for outside, so no water gets in and, stuff like that. And so, yeah, I wired it out. Tomorrow I'll wire up the front one on the front porch because the front porch has a round plug. So I haven't seen the box yet, but if the receptacle box is round, I'm going to have to chip out brick because my home is brick. So, but if it's square and it just had a round plug in, then I'll be good. I'll be able to put that GFI in there and put the plastic cover over it. But, it, the plugs were like hooked to bedrooms and stuff. So when I put the Christmas lights out there, I plug it in and blow the circuit all the time, the trip to breaker. So now I'm putting them on their own breakers. So, they'll never pop. Is the Bug Bites Pleco food? Yeah, it's the Pleco formula. But it's not just Pleco food. It's just these ones are larger. They're in a stick form. So they call them the Pleco food. Plus they sink. So I like them because I can feed it, to the shrimp and it sinks like the mat food, the square food that I get from Taiwan. But this food here, it's just like the granules that I crush up, but this is good for, doing it like this. Uh, because they have an addiction to it. It's got to be the black fly larvae that's in it. The bugs and the salmon and everything that's in it. They just can't refuse. They go nuts over it. So it's something that I like to feed a lot. But like I said, the last couple times that I've gone to the store, I've bought the granules. I just didn't even think about getting the bug bite or the Pleco bites because I just didn't think about doing this, and for videos, I just get the ones I crush up. What's the shrimp strain you're most proud of right now, and can you show them later too? I don't know if I'm really. I mean, I'm not proud of one over the other. I enjoy them all. I just like it when they breed. When they start, when they get buried up and stuff. When they're not buried up, I'm it's kind of like, what am I doing wrong? How come they're not happy and get buried? And, sometimes you overthink it. And that's why I always say, just leave it alone, walk away, leave it alone. Like today, I just came down, I shut all the lights off on all the tanks. Just because, to change it up some, just let the sunlight come through the windows and I think I'm going to start doing that a little more. I'll probably just run the lights maybe about 4 hours a day just for the plants, or I mean the mosses, but for the shrimp themselves and, to cut back on algae and just to let them calm down and, live a life a little more natural, meaning the light, because I have two big windows right here that the light comes in. I mean, throughout my whole basement, it lights up like, I have big windows down here. So in the daytime, it's bright. And then, in the daytime, the lights are on the tanks. So it's not needed. So I'm just thinking that I'll probably come down at 5 o'clock. I'll reset all the lights to come on at 5 p.m. and go off at 9 instead of coming on at noon and going off at 9. Just change up a little bit. Let them enjoy the sunlight. Like they're outside. The sun comes up, it brightens up. The sun goes down. It's nighttime. Instead of having all this, fake light on the tanks just so I could see it. And see if it changes anything. Just go back to all natural and see if they respond to it. Just shut all the lights off. Because, like they say, shrimp and fish don't need a light. The only reason there's a light on the tank is because we want a light. We want to be able to see what the fish are doing and stuff. But other than that, they don't need a light. If they have sunlight coming in, that's their natural light anyways. So I'm gonna try that. Cut all my lights down to 4 hours a day. if it doesn't hurt my plants or my mosses, and it'll cut back on any algae, hair algae and stuff. It'll help me out on that, but it's just I want to see if the light, because people say, oh, light doesn't stress them out. Well, I mean, you don't know that. I mean, I have light blazing on them 9 hours straight, and then it shuts off. It comes on pink, and then 9 hours straight, it's pounding on them, and then it goes off. And it's like, they don't have they can go under the moss to hide and get a shady spot, but there's like no dark spots. So that's why I want to do it. Let the sun come up, let the sun go down, let the lights run only for a few hours. If my mosses can handle it, and then, see what happens. See if it changes their attitude and their breeding and everything else. Quick stop in to say, yo, gotta bounce, man. Busy. Well, hey, what's happening, redfish, bluefish? Thanks for stopping in. Okay, sweet. I'm gonna try it. Yeah, I've been using bug bites for about a year and a half. I tell people all the time. I don't know. I guess they just don't believe it. I don't know. But it's probably the best. I've never found a shrimp food that I can buy from a store that the shrimp respond like this, to where there'd be 100 shrimp trying to eat off of one piece of food. I mean, they'll just fight over it. They really. Let me put a piece right here. But yeah, I don't know what it is. They fight over it. They really enjoy it, and it works. And for $11, I mean, the bag lasts a long time. Shoot, there's 4.6 ounces, 130 grams of sinking sticks. Excuse me. It says 8/2021, so I don't know if that's like an shelf date, but I don't know. And it's got to be good. You want to know why? Because what's it say right there? Made in Canada. Whoop. That's one for Fish Tropic. Made in Canada. So, I mean, it's not made in the USA, but it's right around the corner. Mike Green, nice shrimp. Hello, Mike Green. Welcome to the stream, Mike Green. Nice shrimp. I'm waiting on a couple tanks to cycle, and I'm going to order some. I like the red and black pintos. Oh, yeah. Those are right above this tank. Let me see that. Yeah. Yeah, Pintos are nice. I got them both. I got reds. I got blacks. Uh, I got just redhead Pinto tanks. Yes, made in Canada. You got a Skittles tank? No, I don't. That's what I'm saying. Once I build this final wall here, I'm gonna make I'll have special tanks. I want to have breeding tanks, where I do some projects. Um, I can have a Skittles tank of all females. And I really bad want a mixed Caradina tank. I mean, I have all these shrimp and I don't even mix them together. I just don't have a spare tank to do it. That's why I don't have it yet. Because, I'm trying to offer so much to everybody. And I would rather offer shrimp and sell shrimp than, uh, you know, have a display tank for myself. I mean, you got to figure I have 42 display tanks for myself, actually, because I can look at them all day. How do you not have a Skittles tank? I just don't. Well, you can actually say Luke's tank upstairs, Skittles tank, because um, he'll come down and want certain colors all the time up in his tank. So he's got he's got like some of my OGs up there from back when I first started, my original green jades and my black roses and all sorts of stuff up there in his tank. So if you want to classify that as a Skittles tank, but it's just not mine. So can I sponsor a tank? Are you selling the GH liquid of the live bacteria? I should have it like tomorrow, Mike Green. I should have it tomorrow. Uh, yes, Fish Tropic, you can sponsor a tank, sir. Yes, you may. Uh, yeah, the GH liquid and the live bacteria should be here tomorrow, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Yeah, hopefully tomorrow because he went send it out Monday and then he messaged me. Oh, it was a cluster puck. Uh, he messaged me and said that I don't know, put the wrong, his shipping department put the wrong sticker on it. So he had to re-sticker it, and then I was having him send something out for me to someone, and they sent it to freaking Hawaii. So now it's going from Hawaii to this person's house. So it was a bad day today finding out all this, but he sent my stuff out yesterday, so it shipped today. So hopefully it'll be here tomorrow. Any idea of price? Well, I'm thinking of breaking it down because the big bottles they're $40 a piece. So I was thinking of breaking it down into smaller, put it in smaller bottles, drop the price down, put my sticker on it, and sell it that way. So I'm just looking for bottles, but it's up to you if you want to. The big bottles are 40, and he's gonna send me the immune booster as soon as he can. He already ran out of it. It's selling so fast, but he'll send me that as soon as he can. But Brian Whitcraft, what's up? But it's I want, they're not going to be baby bottles. They'll be like a shampoo bottle, like at a hotel. I got to go to like the dollar store, some Dollar Tree or something and get them. Somebody brought it up to me. Actually, someone who's on here, well, not today, not right yet, anyways, but they told me that maybe I should put it in bottles to drop the price down. So, people that want to buy it don't have to spend $40 on a whole big bottle. So I was like, yeah, cool. So I'll sell big bottles if you want, and I'll sell the little ones. I'll just come up with a price but tomorrow or the next day I'll have it, and I mean we can get it out to you like Monday. I mean, or I could send it out. It won't be living, so it's not like it sitting somewhere on Sunday will hurt it. So, what's happening, Brian Whitcraft? Good seeing you here, buddy. You should do sponsor tank where your viewers can do experiments and lease a tank for first drops. LOL. I want to make blue balls. Lease a tank. Yeah, that'd be cool for first drops. Yeah, that'd be cool. Lease lease a tank. I gave up on that and bought a Honda. WRX for life, baby. Nice. Hey, Brian. Also, hey, Brian. Mike Green. Awesome. I'll keep checking in. Yeah, like I said, it was hard getting this from him because uh, he said that people are just kicking his door in for it. And I was like, well, look, you got to send it. I said, Jesus. I said, you want me to try it out? I tried out. It's an incredible product. I said, I'm telling everybody, you got to send it. Because see, the thing is so like the little bottles of GH would be like 20 gallons worth. No. It'd be way, way, way more than that. Because it only takes 5 milliliters to do 5 gallons. So it's going to be more than 20 milliliters in a bottle. Yeah, you'll get way more than that in a small bottle. It does not take much. I'm telling you what. So it'd take like 11 milliliters to, if you needed all 10 gallons to do a 10-gallon tank, you know, and that's not a lot at all, 10 milliliters, you know, but I don't know. I don't know much about Vin. Though Vin's like you know, he's like a shrimp god, I guess. I don't know much about him. I just hear good things, and when I see his prices, I run away because I can't afford I can't afford his stuff. But I don't know what he has. You know, I hear people all the time selling shrimp, and they say, "Oh, it's of a Vin line. It's of a Vin line," and it's like, but I don't know anything about him. All I know is what I hear, and that his stuff is, you know, pretty much top notch. Um, that's it. I don't know anything about what he sells, what he offers. I don't know anything about Vin at all, except like I said, when I hear positive stuff that I hear. I don't think I've ever heard a negative, you know, from seeing people talk about him. You know, I don't ask because, like I said, I don't know the guy and I don't check up on, you know, other, you know, that guy's been doing it probably before, you know, when I was still in diapers. So, you know, I don't know what he sells. So I'm sure it's really good. But this stuff, it's from Taiwan. It's made by, it's all commercial, high grade commercial stuff. So that's why it's really strong. You don't need a bunch of it. It's not watered down or nothing. Floyd Conrad. Hello, sir. Welcome to the stream. Thank you for coming. Thank you for stopping by. Because I count the RS as a WRX. Hey, Floyd. Mike Green. His prices are definitely up there, but his storm line isn't that bad. Is it a food or something? Like I said, I don't know. Well, his prices are up there because you know it's you know the guy works on his stuff, so he wants to get paid for you know what he has. I mean, you know, who knows what I have? The guy's probably got over 20 years as breeding, and you know he's probably a master breeder. You know, so to get products from a cat like that, you know, but I'm still an apprentice, so just an apprentice. GH liquid and live bacteria. I can't afford his shrimp. LOL. Yeah, I mean, that's what I'm saying. If you own his stuff, I mean, gotta head out. Just popped in to say hi. Well, thank you very much, Brian. Have a good night. Thanks for stopping by. If you have Vin stuff, that's what I'm saying. It's gosh, what was it? I don't know where I saw it or what, but there was a guy that had some real high grade shrimp, and he stopped in on shrimp, pure shrimps video, and he showed his shrimp, and he had like boas and all this stuff, and he's like, yeah, I just started, I just decided instead of buying, shrimp and, working my way up, I thought I'd just buy get the high grade now and start breeding them. And, there's people that do that. They don't want to buy, just basic shrimp. They want to, buy the real expensive stuff. But, in my opinion, it's kind of a learning curve with shrimp, I mean, I'm fearful at times, because it's like, for one, I've been approached to buy shrimp off of somebody, and this is just how uh unaware I am. Like, there's these one shrimp that I like, and I was like, yeah, okay, I'll take 10 of them because I read the price. I was like, yeah, I'll take 10, and because the price said $100, and I was like, ooh, these are nice. This would be real nice. $100, okay, I'll pay it. And breed them out, sell them to my customers a little cheaper. It's okay. This be good. Well, then he's like, "Oh no, I'm sorry. They're $100 a piece. That's $1,000 for 10 shrimp." And I was like, I'm sorry. Yeah, I can't do that." And so he sent me his list. And he's like, "Come on." I was like, "No, I'm good. Thank you very much." I said, "Thanks for your time. But yeah, I can't." He's like, "Well, I don't understand. I feel like you're not giving me a chance." And I said, "Look, what do you mean? What chance do you want?" I said, my customers pay a mortgage, they have kids, bills, rent, we have to eat, and you want me to get $100 shrimp off you? Who am I going to find to buy $100 shrimp? I said, I don't know anybody that would pay $100 a shrimp. I said, I'm sure they're out there. I just don't know them. I said, so yeah, I can't purchase any of your shrimp. And he seemed upset because, it's like, I was like, I have expensive shrimp, but I don't have $100 shrimp, and I can't sit and ask people, hey, will you buy $100 shrimp? I mean, they'd probably sit in that tank and just grow up and die because no one would get them. So I never checked my GH or KH. GH liquid lineback here. Homeboy, Caradinas only with RO system. I hate, or I had blue bolts in my water. Hater blue and killed them. Oh, heater blue. Yeah, my heater blew in my cichlid tank. It cracked. I don't know. So I guess somebody bumped it. It cracked it. And the fish started acting weird for a few days, and I didn't know what it was. And I was like, let me do a water change. Everything seems fine. Let me take the heater out and everything, and I'll clean the back glass. I don't know. I'll just do anything. I pulled that heater out. And it weighed like a pound. I was like, what the heck? And I lifted it up, and I seen a bubble in there, and it was complete. It was a real tall glass one, like a 300-watt glass one, and it was full of water. So the little amount of electricity shock it was giving my fish, I'm just glad it didn't kill none of them. So I switched it out, put my uh, cobalt. I have one of those flat. It's real thin and it's wide. It's a black cobalt, and it's guaranteed within a half a degree. It's a 200 watt, only a 200 watt, 120 gallon, and it keeps the water right there. It doesn't fight. It doesn't stay on all the time. They're just really high grade, really really good heaters. I swear by them, and I'd never buy another heater. But they're super expensive. That 200 watt is $80, I think, $80 or $90. Brian, you said that Taco was a husky, right? Rack stand, LOL, not Taco, LOL. Tropic, is your spell check that bad in Canada? Or are you just real hungry? Yes, they are husky racks from Home Depot. Yes, sir. That is funny. God, you crack me up, dude. Uh, we all eating French cut green beans now. Ain't complaining though. I love them. Oh yeah, yep. French cut green beans, love them. That's what I should do. Is get. Do you blanch the green beans or straight put out of the can? Mine are munching on a fresh piece of spinach out of the garden right now. I don't know, cause I don't even rinse them off. The French cut, I dump out about half the water, and then I just come down here and I'll dump a bunch in my 120 to feed all the parents. I dump a whole bunch in the grow out tank, because there's like 300 or more in there. And then if I feed them to the shrimp, I just come around and pull a piece out, snap a little piece off, and just drop it in the tank as I go. Just little pieces about a quarter inch wide. Just something that they'll be able to eat it all, in a short period of time. Brian, day by day for a week, LOL. Killed 6 beauties, LOL. When I broke the tank completely down, heater was leaking into the water. I was like, wow. So I ditched heaters on less use for meds. Or grow. Yeah. It freaked me out. Yeah. That's why this cobalt one is like I don't even know. It's like a super heavy duty high grade plastic. Um, it's a new deal. Look them up online. Cobalt heaters. They're black, flat. They're probably 2.5 inches wide. They're really classy looking. They look nice. They're not digital, but they have the lights that go around. So as you set the heat, like let's say your water, you put it at 80, it'll stay at 72. Then when it warms up, it'll go 74, 76, 78, then 80, and it'll stay right there. And then, but yeah, within a half a degree. And I bought it at a pet store. Somebody brought it in used, sold it to them. So I brought it home and I called the company and I said, "Hey, this heater's defective." I said, "But I don't have the receipt. Will you guys honor the warranty?" And they said, "Yeah." They said, "Cut the cord off and send it to us." I said, "What?" I said, "Why would I waste all that money?" And they said, "Okay, can you cut the cord off of it, take a picture of it, and send it to us?" So yeah, cut the cord off of it, put it on the floor, took a picture of it, sent it to them. They sent me a brand new one in the mail. I paid $10 for the used one and got a brand new one in the mail. So I was afraid that it could have been defective, and that's why the person brought it up to the pet store and sold it to the pet store. So they warranted it and gave me a brand new one. Need me a husky rack. Yeah, they're not bad if you wait for when they're on sale. I think 129.99 was the sale. And the other one, they have one even bigger. They have one with 4 shelves instead of 3. But The fourth shelf, I've seen people with the fourth shelf and they can't get anything up there because it's so high. So I don't know what they'd want the fourth shelf for, but I like this because I have plenty of room from the top tank to the ceiling, uh, to hang lights and do whatever. And, it's just a really good setup for me. It's not too tall. The only thing I'd use the top shelf for is like, storing stuff. But then I thought to myself, if I start storing stuff on the top shelf or, underneath the shelf or anything, then it's going to become a catch all for crap. And then next thing you know, everything's going to look crappy because I started storing stuff everywhere and it's going to look dumb. So that's why I stuck with the rack instead of a 4. What's the clearance from the first rack from the ground? 2 inches. Well, I mean, it's wherever you put it because these are, I can put them wherever I want. I just put them the same. So yeah, 2 inches. So I have it like that so I could like stick a vacuum hose in there. You know, they got the little hoses on the push vacuum. I stick the hose back there, vacuum it out, or blow an air compressor. Whatever. I don't. I want to be able to clean under it and stuff. So yeah, 2 inches, and then I don't know. It's about 10 inches from tank to frame. 10 inches tank to frame, and then the top is probably I don't know 20, 22 inches or something. 20 inches. There's a lot of it's. I can literally like go in between the tank and the metal bar if I turn my head a little. I can get my body up in there, so you're not like locked out to where you can't maneuver and you can only get a hand in there. So and I'm a big guy, so if somebody's smaller, I'll really be able to get up there. But yeah, it's and then I have both racks locked together on the center brace. So instead of using 4 brace or, an end on each rack, I got rid of one of the ends and I just interlocked them. So both racks are locked together in the center. Uh, and it gave me like 1.5 inches on each side. So I didn't, because it was literally exact dimensions. And I didn't want to have to kick it in there to get it to fit. So the other one's sitting over there. I don't know what the hell I'll ever do with it because they don't like sell them in pieces. So, but I guess if I ever go to move them and I need the other end, I have the other end to make 2 separate racks again. But, yeah, there's plenty of room. Yes, adjustable. Yep, yep. What temp are you keeping the shrimp at? And or are they all the same Caradinas and Neos? Yeah, room temperature. Uh, from the ground to the ceiling, there's a couple degrees difference. I run a fan. I blow a fan up in the air so it runs the air around and keeps everything circulated so it's not colder on the floor than it is up top. But when it's freezing cold, I don't use heaters or nothing, so it can get down to like 64 degrees, 62 degrees. I don't use heaters or anything, and they're fine. I used to use heaters. Just think, well, I didn't have as many. Well, yeah, I had probably 30 tanks then, but I had heaters in every tank. And I was like, Jesus, I'm gonna be paying so much, and then I did a bunch of homework on it, and they're like, you don't have to use heaters. Don't use heaters at all. So I ditched them all, and I literally have a whole pile of heaters over on the floor right now. I was looking at today, deciding what I'm going to do with them. Probably take them to the store and sell them. But yeah, I don't use any heaters. So whatever room temperature is, and this is down in the basement, so we keep the temperature upstairs at 70. And I got cold air returns and everything down here, and I have dehumidifiers, because if you don't have dehumidifiers in the winter, it's going to be damp and it's going to be cold. You run dehumidifiers, it warms it up like you wouldn't believe. I mean, we sit down here with no blankets and play games, and I mean it's super warm, and yeah, the only thing that has heat in it is the cichlid tank. That's it. That is it. PC. Oh, all right. I don't keep this computer plugged in. I like to drain the battery, so it was it just complained to me that the battery was dying. Boy, look at that dark mama right there. But yeah, there's nothing major in these tanks. They're just basic gravel, moss, wood, and a dual sponge filter. That's I don't. That's what I'm saying. I don't put anything in them special. I don't do anything special. My most special thing I do is I feed them. I feed them good foods that they like, that they respond well to. Oh yeah, where did I put that? Oh, I don't know what. Hold on. Oh, really? Are you freaking kidding me? There we go. I could take the who is that? Gonna go tell Priscilla that you're live. All right. Night B. Have a great night. Really? Boy, you're getting old. You're cutting out early, huh? Can we look at the Pintos? Do you keep the red and black Scout? No, I don't. I have them separated. Uh, yeah, I actually put food in the black Pinto tank, but um, it's so full of moss that they're like coming around looking for it. Uh, I can go drop some in the red Pinto tank too. Whatever you want to shoes. Oh, show is cool. All right. Show. Yeah, I got it. I got you. I got you. Oh, the red Pintos are off. They're sleeping. They run on a different clock. Um, let's see who we can get to come to the front. I want to see if I can take the phone over to the baby the Super Reds. should be it. Now let's see what happens. Yeah, no. I just oops. I just wanted to feed them. It's just better if I feed them, because if I don't feed them, then it's hard to see. But they, some take longer to come to the front. Some come fast. Let me see if I can get the super red Severums if the phone won't cut off. See how many Pintos we can get on there. See, it's 10:14. It's kind of past your bedroom. I like the zebra stripes or fish bones. Yeah, I've fed the fish bones, so. Fish Tropic says he likes all shrimp, but he likes mutants the most. Mutants are cool. Yeah, that'd be cool. Dang, they are just little fry. That is sweet. Yeah, those are the super red Severums. Yes, sir. They're the babies. 1 second. Oh, I got it. Hold up. Wait a minute. right, all right, all right, all right. So there we go. Just curious, what you asking for the Severum downline ballpark figure? I think my buddy says that the store gets him like $15, but then he boosts the price up from there, or he sells them for 15. I think he sells them for 15. Yeah, like 15, $20, I think. Not a lot. And they got, the dad he's really good stock. He's super dark, and his lines on him are incredible. He doesn't have like bald patches where there's no design. He's really, really good. Comes from a breeder. I don't know where he lives, by me somewhere. The guy bred him for quite some time. So, but yeah, they are little fry. It's pretty cool because they ate their babies the first 3 times. And then this time, because I told my wife, she's like, how are we gonna know? I said, well, because we used to have angels that like, one of them acted like a male, but I think they were both females because they would never fertilize the eggs. They'd just die every time. They'd turn white and die. Well, this time, the third time, they did pretty good. They went about a day or 2 days, then they ate them. This time they laid them, and they looked really good. Then the next day there was some that started to turn a little bit, and then they all turned. But there was some that were really white. You could tell. I was like, man, I know those are dead, but are the other ones dead? So I waited like another day, and then I came down. I was like, you know what? I'm gonna go knock all those eggs off of there, get rid of them so they don't protect it no more, so they're not so stressed out. And I went down there and I looked. I was like, why is it? Man, it looks like it's fuzzy. I was like, see, got all that mold on it and fungus and stuff. So I put my glasses on. I looked and it was all little tails doing this. I was like, shut the back door. So my wife came down and stuck a net in real slow and moved the dad over. He wasn't, he didn't fight or nothing. He just wouldn't leave. And I reached in, grabbed it, put it in a bucket with water, took it over, put it in there, and probably 30 babies came off of it. So I just sloshed them real nice and easy and put them in the 5 gallon. So they're all in there now. And now I can put that pleco cave back into the 120. Because for some reason, I bought him a big piece of slate, leaned it up against the wall. They don't mess around. But them pleco caves, I don't know what it is. They like them little pleco caves. Oh, is Tokes in here? Oh, Tokes Outdoors. What's up? What up? That's a darn good price, my opinion. Yeah, I don't, like I said, I'm not, we're not here to kill nobody on prices. Oh, hey, let's do some Black King Kong. The glass on this tank is dirty. It does have algae. It is not actually, it's not dirty. This is one of the tanks that I used my live bacteria on that I was doing my test. Excuse me, 4 days. 4 days bacteria, lights on for 4 days straight with the live bacteria, and then I put the shrimp in there after 4 days, and they just thrive. They just they love it. but the bacteria, the algae, I have not cleaned off because I want to see how much they eat it. What's up, buddy? All sorts of stuff like that. So it's kind of like my little project, but did I darken it too much? I just didn't want that shine coming through. Oops. Oops. Yeah, that's pretty good right there. I don't mind that. That's pretty good. Wow, the tails on those really neat looking. Well, that one had a perfect black, white, checkered flag. Yeah, I have. It's in. I think it's in my black Pinto tank. Someone was. I saw a video. Someone was showing a tail on a shrimp that looked like a flag. It was cool. Well, I have one. He was bragging about it, and I actually have one. So it's like I saw it and I couldn't believe it. So I'll never sell it. I'll try to breed it with something when I find it again. But yeah, these are Black King Kongs. These are the babies from my extreme Black King Kongs. Uh, Seeds are on the way, Tropic. I'll take some seeds. Literally just got done setting up a new 5 gallon for the shrimp. I'll be getting from you soon enough. Okay, good. Yeah, but these are just the babies that I pulled out of. There's probably 70. I don't know, probably around 70. I stopped counting. But the tank over there is just they just keep producing them over and over and over. But so far, no extreme Black King Kongs. They're just making King Kongs. Some of them I think they're a shadow. So then there's some Missouri Crowns that they had. So far, no Extreme Black King Kongs made by my Extreme Black King Kongs. And I noticed that one of my Extreme Black King Kongs, the white tips on the tail, they're blue. So she carries the blue gene, the shadow gene, which is cool because it'll give me shadow pandas, and I can separate them. There's some shadow pandas in these. But the thing is like my shadow pandas up in my tank, when they're little, their white spots are really blue. And as they grow older, the blue starts to kind of fade. So, like, if I show you that tank, you could look and go, well, they don't look much different. But as the shrimp turns, you can see the little patches of blue in the white. It's not as extreme as it was when they were small. So King Kong referring to size? No, it's just the pattern, the stripes. The King Kong, the stripes come down halfway. Pandas go all the way down. So, and then if they have just that dot on the back or one stripe, you can get one stripe, two stripe. People categorize King Kongs differently because you have black, you have red, and there's certain colors of red that give you the wine red, all different stuff. But like that one eating, well, it's got the underbelly line, but the one next to it just has that dot and then the line on its head. People like to separate these tank to tank to tank, and sell them that way. Some people want just one line, no lines. Me, I just keep them all in one tank. I mean, if somebody really said, hey, give me this, could I get this or this? And I'll try to do my best. But like the ones here where they got the two lines on the back and then they got a mark kind of on the side, that's kind of like a call. Uh, it's really not. It's not a panda or a King Kong because it has more marks than it should. But to me, they're all super sweet, so none of them are calls to me. So, like this one in the front down at the bottom, it's got that white mark on its cheek. It's just got like a paint mark there, and it's like, but it doesn't go all the way across the head, like a Santa Claus, so it's broken. But yeah, they break them. They break them up. People tell me all the time, "Hey, you should get them in, separate them." And I just don't. When it comes to shrimp, and as a breeder and a seller, you got to have a lot of room if you're gonna separate and break it down like that. I don't really want to break it down like that because, like I say, if you look at if you call me and want a certain type of shrimp, and you say, "Hey, can I get some Black King Kongs with single lines or double lines? Do you have any of those? Can I get more of those?" I'll do my best and give them to you. I'm not gonna say no. I'm just gonna give you this or, what have you. Like I said, I like them all. So, but if you specify, I'll give it to you. But with the King Kongs, it's when they have babies. I mean, it's not like if they're not one stripes or two stripes, you're not going to get one stripe or two stripe. They're going to give you all sorts of patterns. So you can just call yourself. Like I said, my whole tank of extreme Black King Kongs give me nothing but King Kongs. So I mean, it just depends. Yeah, see, SSS, triple S, and SSS plus. That's what I'm saying. It's, like he says, 3 extra tanks just for one shrimp. It's like, holy heck. So, I mean, if you get down to, I mean, I'm sure there's big time breeders, that do it, that don't even mess with the cherries and the little stuff no more. They're taking it to a whole nother level, But, for me, I don't want to take it to that level because then I'd have to get rid of everything else just to start to break stuff down, and I don't want to. I like doing it this way. Like I said, I like allowing everyone to get high grades and low grades and whatever grades, it's whatever you want. I'll just do my best giving you what you want, and it's what it is, because I find it fair that way. Because like when I started out, like I said, shrimp are, extreme blue bolts are, $25 plus per shrimp, and I'm like, oh my gosh, are you kidding me? So I got lucky. They went on sale, and I still ended up paying $300 for some shrimp for a tank, but it's if I can make it to where someone that doesn't have that much money or can't spend that much on shrimp can take a roll of the dice and get some shrimp that, they might not have been able to afford at another time, well then that's what makes us who we are. Like I said, I don't gear towards people with more money and people with less money or anything like that. I just geared toward people that love the hobby and, hey, want to buy some shrimp and enjoy it, you know, because it's really, it's hard selling. I don't like selling my shrimp. I mean, I like selling, but I don't like selling because it's like, man, I hope they get taken care of really good. I hope they have a good, I mean, they're just little shrimp, but still, it's, you see when they get buried and then next thing you know, you see all these little babies walking around on the substrate. I mean, you're responsible to feed them and make sure that they live and they have food and that the tank is cycled and this and that. Because if the babies don't live and they die, it's your fault because you're doing something wrong. So when they all live and you see them grow, you're just like, oh, well, I don't want to get rid of them. Yeah, I don't want to get rid of them. it's easier for me to sell shrimp when the shrimp is packed full of shrimplets, because I know that I got, let's say 100 more that are grown up, and to sell 20 or 30 of them, I'm fine with it, because they're being replaced. But that's the worst part. Always wondering what happens to them. Yeah, well, that's the thing, is if they have babies and you don't see the babies after a while, but and it's been a while. Like if you see a pregnant mama and you know a month's gone by and you're still not seeing nothing, check, and if there's nothing there, then she either she either ate, sucked them back up and her body ate them because they were never uh, they never she never got what they. But I just lost train of thought of what I was gonna say. But or yeah, or something, or they died. There wasn't anything for them to eat. That's why, like, ever since I started this, um, when I started shrimp, I was told a long time ago, get back to AE. So what I like to do is when I start seeing, or if I see a shrimp or anything, if I think I see a pregnant female, I'll start sprinkling Bacter AE in there like once a week, maybe twice a week. Monday, Wednesday or Thursday, then Monday again. Just to start building up a little extra bio bacteria, positive stuff for if she does throw little shrimplets, that they actually have something to cling to and eat, the minute they're born. Because if not, that's the whole thing. If there's not stuff in the tank for them to eat, look, they stole that food, took it all the way to the frickin' back, frickin' idiots. But look at it, look at his tail's way up in there, and he's just pulling all the way around the corner behind the frickin' filter. That's what I'm saying. They love this stuff. Oh boy, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. It's gonna go the wrong way. Little orange eye blue tiger action. That's what I'm saying. The orange eye blue tigers are finicky. They do like the bug bites. They don't like that pad food that I have. They don't, they like the powder food. They like veggies and stuff like that, greens. But that's what I'm saying. It seems like the hardest shrimp that I have to feed. I feed them this bug bite stuff, and they'll come out of the woodwork for it. And that's the thing is, if you have shrimp that don't respond to the food, I mean, you could starve your shrimp. You can go, well, if I don't feed for 2-3 days, they'll come out and eat. But I don't, who wants to starve their animals just to give them to eat? It's better to find something like that pad food. No one liked that pad food when I first got maybe, I don't know, one or two tanks, but it took a long time. Now they go nuts over it, because I got them used to it. But I had bought so much of it because it was, I got it at a really good price. I got really low price, and So I figured, well, if anything, I could sell it up at the store, make a little profit, and I've been feeding that food for, gosh, I don't know, a year. So it's a good food. They eat it, but I don't like see huge growth out of it. Like I do with the bug bites and just feeding powder foods and stuff. I see a more responsive nature out of my shrimp to where they're more spunky and stuff by feeding them, other stuff other than that. Priscilla MK Art, is this live? Whoop whoop. Yes, it is. What? How are you doing? Muddy Water Shrimp. What? My blue tigers love SL Aqua meat blend. Never heard of that, but it sounds tasty. I was just on Dan's stream and it auto played this stream. Oh, it took you from one to the other? Well, that's surely cool. Oh, somebody else is streaming? Oh, gosh. Well, that sucks. I didn't want to do that. Did he give away a car yet, Dan? Yes, Priscilla. Live. Yes, it's not pre-recorded due to the virus. This is recorded last week, just before Judge Judy. I had to watch Judge Judy, so I taped this. So when you watch this, it's a week old, and I'm watching Judge Judy. Yeah, he left a message for you a while ago, Priscilla. Jeez, oh Pete. Dang it, wanted to electric slide. Whew. I know the electric slide. What? I'm an OG. Shoot. Well, no, I'm not that old. I'd take the lowercase g. I ain't an uppercase G. No, it's messed up. Is my Dragon Blood Blues. There's one shrimp on the food. There's been like one shrimp on the food for a while, so I don't know if one comes, leaves, and another one comes. But I've been wanting to go over there. I'm leaving the tank alone. The adult pintos are out. Yes, everybody's going nuts over snowballs. Yeah, it's crazy. This food's 10 times better than any of the other stuff. Plus, working on making some room for some stock tanks. I was driving around for 3 hours a day picking up fish from the airport. Wow. What is this? I left you a message to call me, and you never picked up the phone. Oh my God. Really? I would block them. I would delete them. I would never ever call back. That's the worst. Call them and they don't pick up the phone. Holy bejesus. Jesus, Mary and Joseph. You were picking up fish, driving around 3 hours a day picking up fish from the airport. What were you doing? Waiting for shipments to show up and sneaking up and grabbing it and sticking it in your trunk? 3 hours. Holy hell. Productions, saltwater Caribbean stuff. Productions. Oh, DMC Productions, Saltwater Caribbean stuff. Oh, DMC. What? What do you want? You heard Mama call you. Go on. Oh, okay. Saltwater. Yeah, my buddy at the pet store, he said it's what did he say that shipping's like he drove like 40 minutes to go to a place that he hasn't shopped at for a long time, and they said that the shipping is like 3 times the amount now. Excuse me, to get saltwater in because um, they're not bringing in as much as they used to the imports, so you have to more or less buy a spot in the cargo, and they have to pay way more. So back to you, Detroit. Thank you, and back to you. Watched today with my son. We watched uh, Pet Detective. What? What do you want? Oh, what? Oh, yeah, with Jim Carrey, the Pet Detective. What? What? Oh, 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 oh. All right, all right, all right, all right. Oh, 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 careful, careful. All right. Jeez, oh, Pete's, I got crazy dogs. They want me to give them treats. Yeah, he heard me. So now he's running circles because he's so excited. He wants me to get up, go upstairs. Yep, 260 for $3. Yeah, see, they said we can get stuff, but the problem is buying the spot on the in the in the canisters or in the crate, the big metal crates or whatever the hell you call them, shipping containers. They said that if you want that spot, even if it's a little itty bitty spot, you got to pay like 3-4 times. So the shipping people, the container companies, are making the huge bucks now. Because if you want to bring it into town, because that's, I mean, with shrimp too, that's why it's like, you know, when the virus and stuff hit, I was like, well, I got plenty of shrimp, so um, I doubt I'll sell out. I mean, I don't have an issue. Let me move it to a happier tank. They stole the food. See, the food's like in the back or something. Some of my adult red-headed pintos. I scared one. I'm surprised so many are out though. Because usually but I put the pleco bites in there, so they came out for it. That's what I'm saying. They'll come out for it. They love it. There's a lot of glare on that tank, boy. Better be selling more art and masks. Normally would have been like 180. There, nice. Could be my next logo. What could be your next logo? Those blue tigers were amazing. Never knew a critter like that existed. How much were they? I sell a mixed. I sell mixed. My phone's going nuts. If you want mixed on the orange eye blue tigers, they're $9 a piece. If you want, oh my god, my phone just keeps going off. If you want all blue ones, they're $12 a piece. And if you want orange eye royal blue tigers, those are 15 a piece. I don't know. Somebody's messaging me a whole bunch at 10 to 11. They must think I'm going to answer or something. Those blue tigers. So it sounds like everybody is busy today, huh? Getting a bunch of stuff in. Everybody do a bunch of water changes today. Anybody had water changes? Did anybody have an accident today, like overflowing water? Anything anybody wants to say that they when it happened they said I'm not going to tell nobody. I don't want nobody knowing. Must be important. What is it, Utokes? Must be a crazy. You should check. It's probably you, Tokes. Fuck you. It is Tokes Outdoors, but there's a bunch of other stuff on there too. Yep, busy day, no accidents, just TCB. Don't know what that means. What is TCB? Yeah, all right. Well, who? It's got to be you. You said it was you. You said it was you. You're the only one that's got my number. You should check. You're silly, Tokes. Even you're silly. I got some other messages. I don't know. A bunch of it's news, and it's all the governor's saying, and so many people have died today from the virus. I'm like, I don't care. I mean, I care, but I don't like to hear about it. That's why I don't talk about it. It's too messed up. All right. Well, these are cool. What's cooler? What's cooler? Oh. Jesus. Trying to find something where they're all up front. Well, you can't really tell the blue on them, but these are orange-eyed royal blue tigers. Touch colored grounds before you feed the guppies. Oh my God, it's George. Oh man, Tokes. My good friend's dad passed away 2 days after he got the symptoms. Haha, crazies out at night. Yeah. I stared out to all the good looking ladies. Yeah, whatever. You better not be. Come on, Detroit. Taking care business in a flash. Remember Elvis? Yeah, I know Elvis. Yeah. Elvis died. My good friend's dad passed away 2 days after he got symptoms. Sucks to hear that. Just died today. Oh boy. Tokes it the helping man. Aqua Balls. Hey, Aqua Balls. George. Hi, Fish Tropic. Just got mine today. Uh, you got what? Your tropical tetracolor granules. I crush them up, just like the bug bites. I feed them bug bites, and I crush it up before I feed it to them. My brother from another mother, George. Yeah, I crush up anything that I can crush up. I crush up. But this stuff here, it'll crush up if I want it to, but I get it for this reason. See, now these are one of the ones they're finicky. Um, they don't like come around and eat a ton. They like eating powder food. They don't really like because a lot of shrimp don't like to come to a chunk of food. Well, at least that's what I find, or maybe because I train them so much, because of the way I feed them now, putting the crushing of food up and letting it float around and stuff, because they like to graze more than they do coming to, certain ones, and I get a lot with the tigers. Tigers are more finicky uh, than other shrimp, especially like neos. They, like I said, you can dump a trash can in the tank and they'll eat it. They won't leave till it's all gone. He said at blue balls. Tokes outdoor aqua balls. They're not the type to bring home to mom, eh? Brian, where's my sack of crack? Uh, right here. Why, you want some crack? You gotta send me your address so I can mail it to you, and I will send you a sack of crack. Some green crack, some leafy crack. So how are you doing, Aqua Balls? What's shaking, bacon? I'm about to have fun tonight unsubbing to irrelevant channels. Aqua Balls, no packets today. Oh boy. Yeah, I feel the same way too, Tropic. Here's the thing. I was thinking about this actually. I was thinking about it the other day. It's I mean, I don't want to do it. I don't. I don't want to feel like. I don't want to feel like anyone. Needs to, or I don't want to feel like they have to. Come to my channel because I'm on their channel. But I mean, it'd be nice, you know. It's like I belong to some channels, and you know, I always say hi. You know, go and say hi to everybody. But these people never once come and say hi on my show. And I say hi on their show all the time. You know, and it's like, well, you know, it is what you know, it is what it is, you know, but it's just like I said, you know, it's I guess don't expect it, you know. I'm not sub to people's pages because I expect them to come on here. I sub to their stuff because I like supporting them and I like their content. So if they don't, you know, if they don't want to come here and support my content, maybe they looked and they don't like it, and that's fine. Or maybe they just think that they don't need to support anyone else's stuff. Hey, it is what it is. I don't care. But yeah, I feel that way sometimes unsubbing, but you know, I don't. But the thing is like you know, like some people like asked to like friend me on Facebook or something, and I feel bad because you know it's like I don't know if they don't speak English, it's hard for me to have a conversation with them, you know, and it's like so we're friended. Why? I don't know how to speak Arabic or uh, Hebrew or I don't know how to speak any of that. So how are we ever gonna have? I mean, we can look at each other's shrimp pictures, but I mean, we can never have a conversation. So a lot of those I don't, I'll decline. But homie, don't play that. Maybe tomorrow. Keep it moving, Brian. LOL. No, man, it's courtesy. I'm done supporting channels that don't show love back. I normally stop watching when I know whose the persons are snakes selling snake oil. I remember those old westerns where they'd be riding around in the wagons. They'd stop in town and sell that snake oil. I mean, fish oil. LOL. Melafix. Anyone? Haha. Yeah, that's good. Melafix or Pimafix or was it Permafix? Yeah, Pimafix. I know what you mean, Detroit. I'm always giving a thumbs up, but most don't care. It's cool though, no worries, cause I dig my own vids anyways. Except Aqua Balls. George always says, "What's up?" Yeah, Pima Fix on the low. Uh yeah, it's. I mean, cause it's like I have moderators that moderate on other channels. I go in there. Like I said, even if the guy hosting the channel or a girl hosting the channel doesn't say hi, I say hi to them. They say hi to me, and then I'll get out of there. But I'll like turn it on. I do believe so, Priscilla. I do believe you did. Uh, yeah, I'm almost positive you did. I am almost. I'll check right now. Hold on. I should drop a fix. I plan on checking out my newfound friends in here. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's I've heard a lot about aqua balls, over the time. You can always speak English. If you don't, that means you need more education and language. Well, I'm glad you said it. My father used to have, hey, if you don't say hi because I don't see you if you're blocked. Hope it's the right address, Priscilla. Yeah, my father used to put that on his answering machine. That's how long ago it was. You call the house and say if you don't speak English, uh, don't leave a message or something. We're only an English speaking. I don't know. My dad was like that. Hold on, let me see. To the sea of love. Come with me to the sea on the blue. Do you remember when we met? Yes, I did. I knew you were my baby. I wanna tell you how much I love you. Yes, Priscilla, you did. You did leave an address. I will not speak it on this channel, but you did leave an address, and it will be sent out on Monday. See how bright that is? Jeez, oh Pete. They're real bright shrimp. Let me see if I can fix that. Come with me to the sea. Yeah, I've learned I have to trick the camera on this. But these yellows, they're really bright shrimp, boy. I mean, they just reflect that light like you wouldn't believe. Those back lines are crazy. Those are nice. Thank you, sir. No, brother, tomorrow morning I'm not feeling good tonight. It's so hot in here now. It's getting hot in here. Hey, Brian, did you get that free print for Luke yet? From Sam? No. He said he's sending me some stuff. I haven't gotten anything yet. We're quite excited too. He sent, an email of Pleco, but he said he's sending some stuff for Luke. So yeah, we're pretty excited. Thank you, sir. Thank you, Aquaballs. You going to Punchy stream, ain't you, Priscilla? Punchy got a stream tonight? What time's Punchy got a stream? Oh, I support Punchy. Look at what I got with Punchy. I don't know. You probably never showed you guys. I want Punchy's eagle, baby eagle. And then the bear on the back, that's her business card. But that's who I get my idea from doing the free stuff, picking the 1 through whatever, because she does it. But that's how I want that. I go on Punchy's channel. Good to see most buying Detroit's #1 shrimp, man. You need to hydrate. Yeah, that's funny. Tokes, you go fishing today? So yeah, has Punchy got a stream tonight? She usually comes on like 11 or 12 o'clock, I think. She Detroit, nice. Thank you, sir. Yeah. Eagle, bear, yeah. Punchy's cool. She gives away that stuff, and she did the thing. It was a 1 through oh god, what I think 1 through 50. That's what it was. And I went to choose my favorite number, and when I looked on the screen, somebody had, before I could hit enter, somebody chose it. So I hurried up and added two numbers to it, and the number she wrote down was 15. Punchy always goes low. Always goes low. If it's 1 to 50, for some reason she keeps it low. And the 50 to 100, she keeps it, she keeps it low. I don't know. That's what I noticed when I watched her. So I went low and I won. I was one number before. So yeah, I was the closest. So I want. It took forever to get here. I thought I thought it got lost in the mail. It probably took 2 weeks, but yeah, I got it. I keep it right here on my table. I enjoy it very much. So the next day, I think I went on there and gave her $5. So yeah, well, it was her next thing. I went on there and gave her, whether it was free or not. Still, I gave her something because I mean, Jesus, the stuff's nice. It's worth something. Other than, I mean, yeah, she does Detroit tonight. Should be soon, maybe now. Yep, now she's on. You going over Detroit? Yeah, hey, just out of respect for her, and people watch her. Uh, Gypsy Vampire, beautiful yellow. Oh, I'm sorry. Thank you for showing up to the stream, but I was thinking of just cutting this off so we could go over to Punchy's, since it seems like a lot of people in here enjoy Punchy like I do. Uh, Mike Green, nice yellows. Thank you, Instagram. Yes. Yeah, I'll go over to Punchy's here in a minute. I respect Punchy. I like her show. I don't want to step on Punchy's toes. I didn't know that she was coming on. Vampire, hello. Gypsy Vampire, this is your first day here. How are you? Welcome to the channel. Yes, go for it. I love it on the black yellow pot. Yeah. I used to aqua balls. I used to keep all my Neos out white because I wanted to be able to see any calls, anything that would show up, because I thought if somebody used a light substrate, it would show the calls really bad. And then when I send them shrimp, they'd be like, "Oh, these things are horrible. They look bad." So, I kept everything on white, and then I had my son's tank on black, and I went to put calls in his tank one day, and I went back in there probably a half hour later, and they were so dark. I was like, these shrimp aren't calls. They lighten up because they're on a light substrate. So now I keep everything on black, and then I call off a black. But as you see, there's not much to call. They just look really good. The oranges, my pumpkins look even better. And I call them pumpkins because they're the color of a pumpkin. This is not a scheduled stream, thanks. Keep the stream live. All right, I'm keeping it live. Let's do numbers. Gypsy Vampire. Gypsy Vampire. Thought I've seen that name before. Not on here, on something else. But yeah, the oranges pop too. The yellows they're really, really nice. I am a Detroit Shrimps Aquatic guy. Stay. I am staying. I will stay. If anybody goes to Punchy, tell her I said hi. But yeah. They're just, I don't know. Now, I remember when I first got yellows a long time ago. I'm going to have to visit. Yeah, sure. Get in your car and come on over. I remember when I first got yellows. I guess it's being a breeder, you gotta find who has really good quality. Those are like the yellow brick road. Yep. But it was the first yellows I got, they're kind of crappy, and then I got better yellows, and then I got yellows with the golden backs, and then I got the ultra yellows, and the quality just, you got to hunt it down, to get a good gene shrimp. anybody can sell shrimp, but getting a shrimp that has good genes, that the color is very vibrant, that's the hard part. It took, being new, it took me a little bit to find somebody that wouldn't actually lie to you because you're new and you're looking for shrimp and they're just going to sell you whatever to make a sale. It took me a while to find people that actually I could trust and that were not just trying to earn a paycheck, trying to get my money. So, there's some people that I stick with, because they're really good like that, honest. But yeah, I really like watching them. You just put a little food in there and they come, tons of them, just come to the front of the tank. Love it. But like I said, when I first started, the first yellows I got, they weren't like that. It was hard to get them to eat. They're just a really poor quality, poor gene. Now like I said, hunting down people that actually will, that have stuff that's actually really good quality, it took a little bit. So that's why I'm so proud of the shrimp that I have, because it took me a long time to get what I have. And, now I'm proud of what I have, because it's good. This are my favorite color. Yeah. Yep, they are very, very, very nice. They're very good color. Let me see if I can back it up some so you can see the big pile of them. See what I mean? I put just a minuscule piece of bug bites in there, the pleco, and they just come deep. Yellow fire tops, yeah. But that's the gene I have, the quality. They just crawl over each other, it just shows how healthy they are, in my opinion. But yeah, I got yellows all the way, front to back, left to right. I don't know. There's probably over 200 shrimp in there. Brian, I got these deep purple fire tops, Neos. How big are your tanks? 10 gallons, except the one you're looking at. I have 515s on here. Those are the yellow, orange, blue dreams. My wild Catagolans and my fish bones are all in 15s. The rest are all 10s. 10 gallons. That's why the silicone is black on these, because they're a 15-gallon tank. In case anyone didn't know, all my tanks are clear except the 15 gallons. And then this one down here, Deep Blue. I think they used to be called Deep Blue. I think they're out of business. Well, they don't make tanks anymore. So if you have any, it's like the last of the tanks by them. Yeah, I believe it's called Deep Blue. But yeah, it's so 30 tanks on here. I wouldn't be able to fit anything else if I tightened them up. Because well, if I tighten them up all the way down, I mean butted them up, I'd probably be able to get one more tank per row. But I like it to where I can clean in between the tanks. I wouldn't want water to drip down in between and not be able to clean it. So it's all these choices. How's a fella decide? I don't know. Well, that's the fun of it. Looks like the camera's getting a little choppy. Wi-Fi must be bouncing. That's the only thing that's on Wi-Fi anymore is my phone. Till I get a webcam. Oh, you want to hear something funny? Somebody messaged me on my Detroit Shrimp and Aquatics and said, "Hey Brian, I've noticed that I've been watching. I've noticed that you wanted a webcam, a Logitech C920. Uh, Maybe we can work something out, or in a trade." So I click on this guy's, photo. Smash that like, yes sir. Smash the like button, and to hit subscribe. Uh, and I hit on his little logo, and it says that he lives in Asia somewhere. I'm like, how are you gonna mail me a webcam, and how am I gonna send you anything for a webcam? What? What do you want? I know what you want. Go ask Mama for it. Huh? Go ask Mama for it. Huh? Little perfect. I know what you want. I'll come up and give it to you in a little bit. Settle down. Settle down. my my dogs want their treat. I said the word. They want the stuff that I give them. Oh, it's a good boy. It's a good boy. Oh, Daddy loves ya. Oh, Daddy, who loves ya? Huh? Who loves ya? Good boy. I'm feeding the globe Betta Fry. Betta Fry. I'm feeding the globe Betta Fry. How many Neos are there, Brian's? How many different types do I have? George, you glow on? Nice. How many types I got, Fish Tropic? Is that what you're asking? If that's what you're asking, I have 5, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. I have 16 different Neocaridina. And out of 42 tanks, the rest are Caridina. Yeah. Watch you don't get a tan. Shit. Gotta wear sunglasses so you don't burn your retina or your cornea. It is pretty cool though, ain't it? What the hell? Yeah. It is pretty cool to see send me a list later. All right, yeah, I have tons of shrimp, dude. That's when I got into this, that's what I'm saying. I wanted to be able to, have something for everybody. That's why my friend's telling me, "Oh, you need to open a storefront," and I'm like, "No, I don't. I don't want to pay taxes and rent, and I mean, if I got so busy to where I couldn't do it in my home anymore, maybe, but I mean, I like doing it in my home. I don't, I come and go as I please. I don't have to be there at a certain time. I do whatever I want, and I get to sit with you guys all day. If I go open a store, I can't sit on the computer all day. Well, I guess I could, but then I'd have to pay somebody to run the store, and it's like rent. Yeah. Shrimp and move, shrimp and move. Yeah. It's crazy. Just if I opened a store, I'd probably leave everything here, go open a store, get the tanks ready, and then just get. I don't know. I mean, I'd probably have to. That's what I'm saying. Just, I mean, I wouldn't want to transport all these shrimp, pull them all out of the tanks, put them in bags, take them to the store. I mean, I would need to do that over time, not like within a few days and get them all to. I mean, it'd just stress the hell out of them, probably kill a whole bunch of them. So I'd probably have to put in a huge order to fill my store and then be in debt. It's just, whew. Yeah, it's not worth the store. That's why here, I get to do it with my son. My wife helps me. It's all really fun. I mean, she might, not want to do it or whatever, but she does it. Help me out and everything because orders take a long time by myself. So I mean, like two orders could take me, like 3 hours if I have to pull everything and make the boxes and fill out the sticker and do everything. It takes me, some time, So all the help, any help I can get really helps out. I shipped shrimp and plants for the first time and everything was fine. They got there happy. Owning a store is more than anything. Being a hobbyist is more care, more love. Is more than anything. Being a hobbyist is. Yeah, I, I think if I owned a store, I'd be worried too much all the time about how am I going to pay the rent and my bills and the electric and plus I don't have money. I don't have for one, I don't have money to rent a store. Two, I don't have money that would take to set it up and get all the I'd have to get all the tubing, airlines, this, that. I don't have any of that money. Shoot. Are you kidding me? I got just enough to run it out of my basement and to buy a computer. Shoot. And that suits me just fine. I'm very happy in the comforts of my own home. Store thanks for selling products, not animals. Yeah, storefronts. Yeah, is more than anything. The underdogs, animals is who I'm rooting for. Yes. Well, thank you, Fish Tropic. Yeah, it's I don't gotta pay rent. Yeah. Well, I don't think this costs me too much. Uh, because it all runs on air. I have the lights, but they're LEDs, so I'm sure my bill a month can't be that much. And now that I'm gonna cut it down to like 4 hours a day, uh, to try and see if the shrimp react any different, um, it'll drop it even more. So but yeah, I don't want to stand all day and you know, I like it here. I like doing what the only thing I want to do is get a printer so I can like do all of my um the posting, the postage, I'm sorry. So I could do all the postage on my printer so I don't have to go stand in line every time I go to the post office cuz that's what I'm doing. I'll go there and have to stand there for like a half hour sometimes, and it's in line and, then have to wash if I'm just able to walk in, set them on a counter, turn around and walk out, especially during the virus stuff, that'd be way better. So, I have to find a printer, uh, and then get that app or whatever, pay for that one thing so I can start doing it at home and just print them right off and then cut them out and tape it on. Because I bought a scale a long time ago. I just never, I never, and I ended up throwing the printer away because we never used it. So it was like it was paperweight. Shouldn't have thrown it away. Now I have to get another one. But printers are a dime a dozen, man. So gotta pay rent. LOL. Fish Tropic says can't wait to buy my shrimp rack 4 levels. To you say, uh, I use the 3. So just I mean, it depends on how much room you have and how high your ceilings are. In my opinion, I mean, if you get the 4th level, then you can lift your shelves off the floor more. But even at 6'8", you know, if I went higher with the tanks, I'd probably have to stand on something. So I mean, everything's right where, because on the bottom tanks, I just sit on the floor or I sit on a wheelie chair. And then the middle tanks, I could sit in these big chairs that I got, literally work everything. And then the top tanks, I can stand and get in them. So a 4 level rack, they're 7 foot tall, I think. I think just punch it up on there on Home Depot. But the other ones are Gladiator. Those are like what I have, but they're more expensive, and they're the texture on them's like a, I don't know, like it has texture. Uh, like these are smooth, you know. But yeah, I'm impressed with them. They don't, you know, I got the plywood to put on it because when I had it over there, only one of them. Uh, Sorry, excuse me. The wire rack is super strong and it barely bends, but there's for support they put a bar on top and on the bottom. Well, when it sticks up like that, the wire rack comes up and hits it. If your tank sits on this upper bar, your tank will tilt. So I just, they have pre-cut at Home Depot 2x4, 2 foot by 4 foot. So I just laid it on there, and that way, I'm on the wood and it's perfectly flat. And for some reason, if any reason whatsoever, something got bumped, hit, or something, and it moved that wood, it wouldn't go nowhere because all it would. I mean, there might be a 16th of an inch or an eighth of an inch in between the wood and the wire mesh, the wire racking, so it wouldn't fall or anything. So it's just extra support and extra, you know, uh, mindset helps me sleep at night knowing it won't fall apart. But yeah, I don't know how much that they can handle, but per shelf. But I have 5 tanks. A gallon of water is or a gallon of liquid is what, 8 pounds. So you got 80 pounds uh, per tank, approximately. Let's say 80 pounds. Well, I mean, if you want to add, substrate and all that, I mean, let's just call it 100 pounds, just to say 100 pounds, and you got 5 tanks on one rack is 500 pounds. But the tanks, I mean, the racks per shelf is like, it's a lot that they can handle per shelf. So yeah, with 5 tanks, there I don't see a bow or anything. They don't wobble, they don't rock. Uh, they're just really impressive. They're really safe and stable. But like I said, on this wall here, I'm probably gonna make them out of 2x4. So I want to run the tanks horizontally. I don't want to run them depth wise. I want to run them long wise because I want to have them as tight as I can to the wall. So I'll have them far enough out to run my air lines. Um, but with the wood, you know, the face of the 2x4, whatever I choose to be the face, I don't want it further than because what's a tank, 10 and a half wide, or is it 12? Well, whatever it is, I want it around 12 inches. 12, I don't really want to come out more than a foot and a half. I don't want to come out 24 inches like that is because it'll come out into this area too much, and I don't want to do that because this where this double rack is behind me, the 20 longs, I would like to put like a 4-foot rack there and maybe put 420 longs there, make that 20 longs all the way up. Put four, like, because the bottom tank is fire reds. Fire reds breed a lot, so you need a large tank. The one above it is extreme red King Kongs. Around the corner in a 20 long, I have my extreme blue bolts and I have red pintos. So I could put all 4 of those on a stand right there and then build this wall. And that way I don't have to get rid of any of my 20 longs. And they would look cool on that little piece there, and then fill this up with all 10 gallons over here. But well, I'm at 2 hours and 38 minutes. I think I'm gonna cut it short, not because I want to go anywhere else. I won't be anywhere else. I'll be upstairs. My sinuses are starting to get real bad. My nose is running. And I want to go hang out with Munchkin and the wife for a little bit before we go to bed. Like I said, I got on here late tonight. We were spending time watching TV together and stuff up there. So, I was working on the house, got a bunch of stuff done. She's working on the pool. We got up earlier today. So we're a family that likes to spend time together, and I like to spend time with you guys every day too. So, I don't like to. Toke said he's sorry. I don't know what for. What are you sorry for, Tokes? I like to balance it out so I can hang out with everybody because I really like doing this. He just broke his nose. What? Toke said he's sorry. He just broke his nose. Broke whose nose? LOL. You guys are crazy. So yeah, I don't mind. I like coming down here and spending 4 or 5 hours on here. It's just I got on late tonight, so I'll try. I'll push for 7 o'clock tomorrow, and please come back and hang out. So thank you everybody that's in the chat. Thank you everybody Aqua Balls and everybody that showed up. Like I said, Punchy's on right now, so you guys go check her out. Like I said, I respect Punchy, but I'm going to lay down. I'm going to go hang out with the fam. So if anybody goes over there, tell her Detroit Shrimp says hello. And I will see you guys tomorrow night. So please come back. Long story. Okay. But you guys come back tomorrow. I hope to see you. So good night, everybody. Enjoy your Wednesday. I got to finish taking out the trash too. So peace out. Stay shrimpy. Stay safe. See you tomorrow. He'll call.